Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my garden. If you are new to my channel and you found your way here because of the garden tour, thank you for joining me here again. Now, y'all, let me just be honest with you. I never thought about having a garden channel, but guess what? I see that y'all are really enjoying the garden. So I thought that I would try out a few videos and see how it goes and how it works out. So this morning, I want to take you through just one side of my garden, and that's the side we call our hydrangea side. Basically, it's the side of the garden that has shade, mostly shade in it. I have, my husband told me last night, I was like, I had 2 or 3 plants die, just in case y'all didn't know. We're in Texas, and the heat index for the last 2 days has been 114 on one day and like 116 on another day. Y'all, 114 degrees. Oh my God. We can only come outside about 6:30 to 7 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, that's it. So I want to take you just on that side, tell you kind of like some things that I have planned, what has worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, what I'm planning on working on this upcoming week. So hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Get yourself a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, depending on when you're watching this video. And let's go ahead and get gardening. So guys, first of all, I would like to say you're always going to see my water garden every time you see a video, because I am just in love with my water garden. This is my favorite feature out here. I love looking at these fish. You know what? Y'all need to see that these fish basically eat out of my hand. Let me show you. Okay, y'all, so what I feed them is what's called koi crunchies. Watch this, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, there you go. And I just put my hand down there, and then they come and eat. Some of them are so rude. Oh, he wants the whole thing. He wants the whole thing. This is my new one. Beautiful. I named him Big Joe. All right, y'all. So this is basically the beginning of the shade garden, and we have a beautiful Japanese maple right here. Hopefully it's going to grow up and just kind of overhang over our pond. But I'm going to talk to you about squirrels real fast. We have such a problem with squirrels. So this is a beautiful crepe myrtle. I love the bark on this crepe myrtle. Absolutely gorgeous. I know there's a name for it, and I don't know, but I want you to look at this. Y'all see this? Look at this. Look at this. All in the garden. All in the garden. You know why? Squirrels. Yeah. They go from tree to tree and from house to house, and they run up this bark and then break everything off and then leave me with the mess to clean up. So the one thing that I'm going to try to concentrate on is cleaning up this garden right here, this side of the garden. But one of my favorite features on this side is this beautiful rock. We purchased this rock from a gardening center, and I think it was about $80. Y'all, so worth it. So one of my things that I need to take care of is cleaning out this flower bed. Now, y'all remember I talked about things that are working and things that are not. Let me show you what's not working, and I'm not really understanding, but we'll see. I know this looks horrible, right? It's gonna look great. So also the little white things that you see all in the grass, this is my crepe myrtle, and it's dropping all of its flowers. Oh, all right, let me just show you real fast what's working. So y'all see this plant right here? This is a tiarella. That's what I'm learning, a tiarella. I told y'all I need to learn these garden plants. And you see how beautiful this one looks? But I also purchased 3 more. And look at this one right here. So I'm trying to understand This one right here is doing well. I'm trying to understand why is this one doing well, this one's doing well, but I have one right here that is not doing well, one right here that is not doing well, and one right here that is not doing well. So what I'm trying to figure out, does it have to do with water? Because we have to water here in Dallas, Texas area every single day with temperatures of 100 and something. So if y'all know anything about tiarellas, this is my first time planting these. Let me know what I am doing wrong. It could be the watering, but I'm gonna try to get over here, and when I clean this bed out, I just don't know what to do. And it's in shade. It's in shade. I think the soil is good that's in here. It's not doing well though. Anyway, this right behind this little pot is a oak leaf hydrangea that's new to our garden. And hopefully in this corner it can just grow up as large as it wants to, because those grow pretty large. My concern is I think all plants need a little sun, and this oak leaf, I don't think it's getting even a little dapple sun. I mean, maybe just a little bit, but all right, let's continue on. So something else that I'm gonna work on this week are my baskets. I think they look great, but it comes a time where you have some things in here like petunias. So these petunias, extremely leggy. They get really leggy, but I'm just gonna replace them. I think I'm gonna replace them. I don't know what I'm gonna replace them with, but y'all will see that. But I think petunias are extremely leggy and they need to just be pulled out. So you see here, once again, everything gets watered every single day. Y'all, if I don't water every day, everything just falls flat. So I want my baskets to remain beautiful. So I'm thinking, yeah, anybody have any suggestions of plants that I could put inside of the basket? Don't forget, I'm in Texas. Yep, so I'm gonna pull these petunias out. See how much better that looks already? There's we just have a season here where you can, some plants work and then they don't. That looks so much better, right? Already, it looks so much better. Y'all see what's up there? Okay, so every year doves come and it's the same, I think it's the same nest that they use every year. I know it's not the same bird. I wouldn't think so. But she comes and lays her eggs, and she stays here for a little while, and then she leaves. And then next thing you know, a bird comes back. It's always a dove. And so we just decided to just leave it alone. Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. I'll tell you this though. One day she got, I guess she just didn't like that I was too close to her, and she started flying around. I'm like, I'm not messing with you, girl. Okay, so once again, this is where I'm also, gets mostly shade, and I'm just gonna work on doing some plantings right here. Yeah, so this is what everything is looking like when you come in here, but you're getting a close up of this. All right, this is where the sun starts coming up. And so, y'all, I have so many problems. So I planted some garden phlox right here, and it starts acting like it's wilting because it's 116 heat index, and then you water it, and then I think it's getting overwatered. So I'm gonna stop watering it every day and just water it every other day. And as you see, y'all are in the process of seeing things. I think the garden is beautiful, but there's some things I need to As a whole, it's beautiful, but there's some things I need to work on. So this is an amaryllis. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. This is a daylily. I think I showed that to y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. This happens to be my favorite side. All right, so as you can see, I've added a couple of hostas over here. These hostas are really, they're just beautiful. Kind of like a variegated on the leaf. And I love the bloom that it already has on it. And I also have another hosta over here that's next to it. So like I said, this is a shade garden, and the hydrangeas are doing pretty well this year. I have one that seems to be on the struggle bus, but they're doing beautiful. And I love putting hydrangeas in the pot. I think on the patio, we're going to place a black pot and put a white hydrangea in it. Not sure what kind yet, but like I said before, is that we have some hydrangeas that bloomed and some did not bloom. This is one that did not bloom, has not bloomed yet, and I'm feeding it, see if I can fertilize it and see will that help. But y'all, the other day, I noticed all this fern was right here. You know what that's a space for? Yes, another hydrangea. So I'm going to get another hydrangea and place right here. Hopefully y'all get to see that next week. Oh, now this is beautiful. Y'all did not get, oh my gosh. So the last video, my limelight hydrangeas were not blooming. Aren't they beautiful? So they're just late bloomers, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Showstoppers, I think so. When my husband first told me he wanted to plant some limelights, I was like, no, I really like, you know, the beautiful pink ones, but no, these are gorgeous. And we flank them both around the pot that has the water in it. So pretty. And as you can see, that all the caladiums and the impatiens are really flourishing and growing. So this is another hydrangea that did not bloom. Y'all, I think it has something to do with, well, actually two did not bloom. This one didn't bloom and this one next to it. But I think it has something to do with when we get these hard freezes here in Texas. And it's not just below 32, but it's a lot of ice that we get. So, yeah. And then here's the hydrangea that's on the struggle bus, because for some reason it gets the sun that comes right on it here. And so I'm gonna have to work on maybe moving that over just a little bit so it won't get fried. But yeah, this is my favorite side of the garden. And I also purchased a brand new hydrangea. Y'all, what makes you purchase something like this that needs this much water in the heat, dead heat of Texas? But it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I saw it at the gardening center and I was like, I have to have this hydrangea. So thank you so much for joining me in my garden again. Those of you who watched the last video, y'all, I am just overwhelmed at the amount of people that watch my garden video. So I was just doing a garden tour. I am not an expert at gardening, by no means necessary, but I do love doing it. And sometimes I think I have an eye for where plants should go, but this is one of my happy places I love to be. And I love gardening. And so hopefully I can bring you some more videos. But like I said, I'm going to get in here today and clean up this bed. And I'll show you what that looks like next week. Trying to figure out what's wrong with some of the plants. Too much watering. But it's already, I think, about 90 degrees right now. So I'm ready to go in the house. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Hope to see you soon.